The first one is the career selection bit. And there is a concept called, which some of you or all of you, because there are different classes here, might have heard of, which is called product market fit. Does anyone know what that expression means? Okay. So product market fit is a very popular expression, especially when you're doing a startup. Actually, before that, I mean, is there anyone who thinks that at some point in the career they would like to do startups? I mean, okay, so I see a few people raise their hand. Okay, that's cool. So product market fit is one of the most important concepts in deciding in doing a startup, right? So like I'll use this image as a way to explain product market fit, right? I mean, let's say I want to manufacture doors, right? Which you see this, gentleman or this stick figure standing with all these doors. And then you have to decide whether this door is something that the market really wants. If the only thing your door can do is be of a different color, then, maybe not so much. On the other hand, if this door is automated, it can be, there's an app for it, and you can close it and open it and find out the status of the door on your app. Maybe then you have to look at the market and see whether the market needs something like that. So you have a product on one hand and you have market on the other hand, and then you need to see whether they fit, right? Because if you might have the best product but not the market conditions, then it fails. Similarly, without dwelling too much on product market fit, it's kind of a very similar thing is there with personality, interests, and careers. Everyone has a unique personality, and every career has its unique demands, its unique needs that the person fitting that career must fulfill, right? So you cannot, let's say you're really good with people, but your job is to sit in a room, look at spreadsheets and Excel files, and you probably won't fit very well. You'll probably get bored, and then you'll start to look for some other options and things of that kind. So it's kind of important to see if, as much as possible, to do a personality career fit. So one of the things actually I want to cover first here is the outside influences that help us decide a career, or in my case, decide against a career, right? So these are biases in a way, right? I mean, you in organizational behavior and things of that nature, you study about, biases and things of that nature, right? So, I mean, I mentioned, like in my case, it was a negative bias. So I didn't choose a certain career. So my father actually was a doctor, and like any other, father, and in my case, even my father and my mother, they both, wanted me very badly to choose the medical profession. And looking at my father's lifestyle with the amount of stress and all of that, and I just couldn't. I knew I wouldn't be able to handle it, right? So in my case, I chose not to be in the profession because I just could see it up close, and that lifestyle, so in this case, it worked against me choosing the career that everybody else wanted. But anyway, so the thing is that these are the four main types of influences that people face in their lives in choosing a career. Media has a big role to play, right? What's on the latest Netflix serial, or Amazon, or some other YouTube serial people are watching, or whatever it is, right? What is your friend circle telling you, your social circle, right? I mean, what are the types of careers they feel that are good or cool or what have you, and then you tend to gravitate towards them. The next one is kind of your interactions with doctors, different types of professions, and then you choose that because you like it, or you choose against it because you dislike it, right? So there are a lot of people who choose, like in my case, I chose against kind of being a doctor, right? That way. And then parent or anyone in a position of power, authority, because you keep hearing the same thing from your, from your father or your mother or your grandmother.